The more than 1.7 trillion Shiba Inu tokens in circulation are creating new dollar billionaires among the fervent Shiba Inu investors. However, it was a completely ridiculous day that resulted in something really unexpected. It hasn't happened like this in more over 2 years. However, what in the world am I discussing? Okay, let me clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the curve in the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. The Shiba Inu network has seen an extraordinary transfer of 1.7 trillion tokens in the last 24 hours, generating a lot of curiosity and conjecture in the cryptocurrency world. The enormous token movement has had an impact on several platforms and organizations, highlighting the event's importance. When we examine the details of these transactions, we find that significant transfers are taking place between several parties, most notably Coinbase and Binance, two of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges. These transfers' enormous size, often measured in hundreds of billions of Shiba Inu tokens, indicates a high-stakes game being played in the market. The timing of these transactions gives this situation an additional level of interest. A few transfers happened minutes apart, suggesting a possibly coordinated effort or a sequence of calculated actions carried out by one person or a coalition of players. The significant sums at stake in these deals heighten the significance of these acts and suggest a purposeful and well-thought-out interaction with the market. This transfer, however, is not your typical cryptocurrency transaction. The timing of this significant transfer has an intriguing meaning, particularly in light of the fact that Shiba Inu underwent a significant event 10 days ago, the elimination of a zero from its price. The Shiba Inu community experienced a surge of enthusiasm as a result of this historic change. What if I told you, however, that the billionaire who was responsible for the most recent move may be preparing for something much bigger? What is this enormous creature ready for is the question that hangs over everything. Getting ready for, and why isn't it getting the consideration it so richly merits? It's a riddle that might provide insights and possibilities if solved. Why is this important development going unnoticed by everyone, and how can you use this knowledge to your advantage? Watch as we solve the puzzles and explore the possible ramifications of this remarkable sequence of events. The solutions are waiting for you. The newly authorized Bitcoin ETF is the first item to which we need to pay attention. Let's make the connection between the recent price fluctuations of Shiba Inu and the eagerly awaited approval of the Bitcoin ETF. This dramatic turn in Shiba Inu's fortunes is closely related to the state of the cryptocurrency market as a whole and the developing story around the approval of the first ever Bitcoin ETF. After the first Bitcoin ETF was approved, the market saw an unanticipated collapse. Shiba Inu were significantly impacted by this decline, which led to a significant drop in their cost, indicated by adding a zero to the cost of the item. Shiba Inu had a difficult phase after this market turmoil, which left investors nervous and apprehensive about the future. However, in the face of difficulty, persistence triumphed. Shiba Inu was able to recover the ground lost during the market crisis and restore the zero after spending over 2 months navigating the storm. For the Shiba Inu community, this was definitely a test period as the selling pressure of billions of US dollars gradually subsided, revealing the true significance of the approval of the Bitcoin ETF. In a tweet that reflects the mood of the market right now, a crypto enthusiast summed up this change. Recall, where are the folks today who predicted that ETFs will negatively impact the price of Bitcoin? Why do they keep silent like this? This analysis is a sobering reminder of the early doubts about how ETFs will affect the price of Bitcoin and the reality that has now emerged. The enormity of this news is shown by the total spot Bitcoin ETF trading volume, which has surpassed $3 billion for the second day in a row. This news sent shockwaves throughout the cryptocurrency world and contributed to the bullish momentum, pushing the values of other cryptocurrencies, including Shiba Inu. The tweet highlights the massive purchasing pressure, which indicates a dramatic change in dynamics and creates an atmosphere that is conducive to price appreciation. And this is a very intriguing thing. Take a look at this startling contrast to understand the impact of this change. ETS bought an astounding 9,100 bitcoins yesterday, despite the fact that miners only created 900 new ones. This sharp disparity represents enormous purchasing pressure, similar to the situation in which a small number of people buy tickets for a restricted performance venue with great anticipation, leaving the others to wait to attend. This disparity has very positive ramifications for the whole cryptocurrency market. A significant change in market sentiment is shown by the enormous demand from ETFs, as institutional investors are aggressively buying Bitcoin at a pace much higher than the amount that is being created. This purchasing frenzy highlights the possibility for further price increases while also highlighting market confidence. Let's narrow our attention on Bitcoin in particular, and the recent price increase is very amazing. Since November 2021, Bitcoin has not reached this important milestone. As of right now, it has risen beyond $67,000. The increases in 2024 alone are a noteworthy 30%, which has contributed to an incredible 145% increase in the last year. The fact that this spike in Bitcoin's value is occurring against a background of below-average search interest is especially noteworthy, since it suggests that the wider public is still adjusting to the significance of these events. We may just be seeing the beginning of public knowledge and involvement, since the last time Bitcoin values reached these heights, search interest also reached a record high. However, why Shiba Inu? Let's take a minute to comprehend the relevance of search interest as a statistic before delving more into the Shiba Inu issue. Search interest is a useful indicator of public interest and involvement in a certain issue in the digital age. It shows how many queries for a certain term or topic have been made on search engines like Google. In essence, it's a gauge of the level of interest and attention that people are now giving a certain subject. Now, when we apply this idea to Shiba Inu, we see that its search interest is also at an average level. This measure offers important information on investor behavior and the general mood of the market. Imagine a new restaurant debuting in the community to demonstrate this. There may be a spike in searches at first, since people are interested in the reviews, food, and atmosphere. On the other hand, search interest may eventually level out at a moderate level, indicating a consistent level of interest in the eatery. Similarly, Shiba Inu's average search interest suggests that popular knowledge and curiosity have not yet peaked despite recent pricing changes and the elimination of a zero. This hypothetical situation paves the way for the possible flood of retail investors, who, similar to customers finding a restaurant, may show a growing amount of interest in Shiba Inu as they get more knowledgeable about the company's latest advancements and the larger cryptocurrency industry. And as we consider Shiba Inu purportedly having a bright future and their possible place in our financial pursuits, it's important to acknowledge the deep insight discovered in a recent tweet from a cryptocurrency aficionado. Most were blinded by fright at the bottom. The tweet says, "Most people will be deceived by the top's greed. Be different from most people. Control your emotions and base your judgments on facts." When analyzing the elements of this perceptive statement, the first line emphasizes the significance of anxiety under difficult market conditions, when panic might result in lost chances. The statement that follows cautions against the traps of greed during market peaks, advising investors to maintain composure and resist giving in to the seduction of easy profits. The advice to not be like most places a strong emphasis on the value of original thought and steering clear of typical commercial mistakes. The last piece of advice, which is to control your emotions and use statistics to guide your judgments, is an important reminder to stick to a methodical approach. Investors may lessen the effect of market swings by making more strategic and logical judgments by focusing on data-driven research rather than giving in to their emotions. This comment promotes a fair viewpoint in light of Shiba Inu's present situation and the larger crypto ecosystem. Maintaining composure and using a methodical, data-driven decision-making process may be essential as we assess prospective possibilities. This will ultimately determine how Shiba Inu fits into our financial journey and help us successfully manage the market's ups and downs. However, what are your thoughts about that? Please leave a comment below. I look forward to reading your thoughts. The date is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.